A lot of fitness influencers are challenging you to get on and off the floor using this technique. They claim that your longevity is correlated to your ability to get on and off the floor with no hands. But the reality is most of the population will get on and off the floor using this technique. And I'm here to help you get better at the latter. After all, if we're on the floor, we'll do whatever it takes to get back up. I'm here to help you do it properly. Let's do this. Alright, good vibes only. We're gonna practice the lunge portion of this movement. I like to stack a few pillows and slowly kneel down, bringing myself back up, supporting myself with a chair that's leaning on a wall. Don't be shy to push on that chair. You're still strengthening your triceps and you're still practicing a move that you'll most likely be doing when you get on and off the floor. Now we need to focus on mobility and flexibility in this area as well, so stepping back and holding for a few seconds will help. You'll be targeting your hips, hamstrings, and calves. Now if it's a real struggle even thinking of getting on and off the floor, let's practice halfway getting on and off the chair. This will strengthen your lower body overall and will just make the task a lot easier over time. Having a strong upper body is key to help push you off the floor or to help you use an object to get up. Wall push-ups will strengthen your arms, your chest, your shoulders, as well as your core. If you bring your hands closer together, you're going to really target your arms and triceps. Some other exercises that will indirectly help you getting up and down from the floor are reverse kicks, knee extensions, and hip openers. The more mobility and strength your hamstrings, quads, knees, hips have, the less challenging it will be. Hope it helps.